All right, so we're trying to solve a problem which appeared in JEE Mains 2016. In this question, there is an equation of parabola given, and then there is a point P on the parabola, which is there. And this point P has to be in such a way that it is at a minimum distance from the center of this circle. Uh, and then if that happens, then we have to find the equation of the circle passing through point C and then having its center at P. So we have to find first the point P, then write an equation of the circle which passes through the center of this circle. Okay. So first of all, let's try drawing a picture of it as in like approximately. So this is y square equals to 8x. So I could write this as y square equals to 4 into 2 into x so that we could get the focus of it, right? So this is actually somewhere here, 2 comma 0 it would be. And this is how a parabola would be looking like. Uh, Now, this equation of the circle has got radius as 1, and this has got its center. Actually, also we can figure out the center of the circle is at 0 comma minus 6, right? So the point could be somewhere over here, right? 0 comma minus 6. And then the circle could be something like this, 1 unit radius. So circle could be something of this nature. Now we want to find a point on this parabola which is at a minimum distance from the center of this. So we don't know where is this point, so we will just assume this point in this form in a parametric form, which is at square comma 2at. Here my a is actually 2, so this point will be 2t square and this will be 4t. So my point is 2t square comma 4t. What I want to do is that I want to find the distance Cp. So I could use the distance formula for Cp and I could write it as x2 minus x1 whole squared. Let's write this formula first. X2 minus x1 whole squared plus y2 minus y1 whole squared. And this will be actually equal to x2 minus x1, which will be 2t square minus 0 whole squared. And then the next thing will be 4t minus plus 6 whole squared. So this will become 4t square plus 16t square. No, this is gonna be 4t raised to the power 4, right? Because there is already a t here, right? T square here. So 4t raised to the power 4, 16t square plus 36 plus 48t. So we want this distance to be minimum. So let's call this distance d. Or I mean, if you want to minimize this, we can also minimize the square of this. So which is d square, which is 4t raised to the power 4 plus 16t square plus 48t plus 36. Now I could call this something like maybe r or something, or I don't know, p or something. So we want to minimize this. So we want to differentiate it and ensure that the derivative of this is 0. So dp upon dt, if I do, then this will become 16t cube plus 32t plus 48, and that is actually equal to 0. Then I can take 16 common. So this will become 3t cube plus 2t plus 1 equals to 0. Or this will become t cube plus 2t plus 1 equals to 0. Now, I mean, of course, it's a cubic equation, so I'll have to substitute some values to see whether uh, when is this gonna become 0, right? So this part will be 3, right? This part will be 3 because I've taken 16 common, right? So 3. So if I substitute a value of t equals to -1, what would happen? This will become -1, this will become -2, and this will become 3, and this will become 0, right? So in general, like whenever you end up with a cubic equation, mostly you will have -1, 0, 1, 1, 2, or 3 or something like that. Those numbers you'll have to substitute and see. So in this case, by looking at this, we realize that t equals to -1 will satisfy this. So t equals to -1 will be one of the roots, and then there will be, of course, two more roots to it which we have to see. But as we have got one, let's try figuring out with this itself whether it is gonna give me the minimum or not. So we can go ahead and then do this d2p upon dt square as well. and then find out that this is gonna be equal to 48t square plus 32, right? If I substitute this t equals to -1 over here, right? Then this will become plus 48 itself plus 32, which is actually greater than 0. So it means that as my second derivative is greater than 0 over here, so this will be a minimum value. So t equals to -1 minimizes it. So what we get is the point here, which is if I put -1, this will become still remain positive, so 2, and then the other point will become -4, which seems all right that it is actually looking like in this quadrant itself. So 2 comma -4 is the point. Now we have got the point, but the question doesn't end here. It's asking for finding the equation of the circle passing through C and having a center at P. Now I know that a circle whose center is at h comma k is the equation of this is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared equals to r square, where r is the radius, right? So in this case, what we have to do is we'll have to substitute these values, right? So I'll have to say this is x minus 2 whole squared plus y plus 4 whole squared equals to r square. So I don't know the value of r, but there is another information given that this passes through C. So we'll substitute the value of this 0 comma -6 in this equation. This will become -2 whole squared plus -6 plus 4 whole squared equals to r square. So this will become 4. This will also become 4 and r square, right? So r would become equal to 2 root 2, or r square is 8 itself. Then equation will become x minus h whole squared, again x minus 2 whole squared plus y plus 4 whole squared equals to 8. Then we will just open it up and see x square minus 4x plus 4 plus y square plus 8y plus 16 equals to 8. Then we will have x square plus y square minus 4x plus 8y, and this will be 12 equals to 0. So this is what will be my final equation of the circle. And then let's see. So this is my first option, x square plus y square minus 4x plus 8y plus 12 equals to 0. So that is what is my equation of the circle, which passes through point C, and then it's actually at the minimum distance from the center of the circle. So yeah, that is all in this question. So there are steps here that whenever you get something to maximize or minimize, the concept here is to differentiate this with, if it is with a single variable, and then you would find whatever be the value coming here. So you could substitute it in this d2p upon dt square and see whether it is coming greater than 0 or less than 0. That gives you an idea whether it is making it minimum or maximum. Okay, had we got it less than 0, then we would have looked at other routes also. Right now with this it is working well, so we'll actually go ahead and then proceed with it. Okay, if you have any more questions, please do ask me in the comment section below and I'll be happy to answer.